I think Brian Laundrie's parents are being wrongly persecuted. Uh, these were distant parents. Brian Laundrie is 23. I was out running wild for years when I was 23. My parents wasn't looking after me. I was all over the United States. Brian Laundrie and his parents, they were distant parents. These were rich people with distant kids they did not relate to in the slightest, or nor him to them. They were supplying him with money, and that was pretty much it. That he was 23. He wasn't 13. He wasn't 13, and I think they're being wrongly persecuted. That they are cooperating with the people, the FBI, actually the FBI only, and as they have said. And I just think they're being wrongly persecuted by Snoop Doggy Dogg to go up there banging on their door, people to be hanging out, blowing with bullhorns. We're going to kill you, we're going to burn the house down, and we're going to go in there and grab you and lynch you. And when all they were just distant parents with distant kids that they didn't relate to and likely never did. That when Brian went back there or contacted them, it was for money. He had a little single bed in that place. He wasn't living there with Gabby. That he was like a mama's boy or whatever you want to call it. But these were distant, remote, wealthy parents with a spoiled brat kid. Plain and simple. That when Brian went back there, first of all, he flew back to Florida for a week and then went back up and continued the trip with Gabby. These were distant. These people, the way they operate, they're distant and they're remote. They supply the brats with money and that's it. They're not deeply associated with them in the slightest. That when Brian arrived back with the van, remember, they already knew, the parents already knew the pattern was that they would stay separated for a week or more at a time. Them flying all over the place, open relationship. So when he arrived back there with the van, there was a period of a few days where the dad said, I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. And I believe him. I believe him. The so-called camper, they did not take him out there. You confess that you killed her. So we're going to go in a camper and set you up with money and supplies. And I mean, you've got to be kidding me. People truly are stupid. That he likely didn't confess. Now, sometimes they do. Sometimes the son confesses to the father, you bet, I killed her and this and that, the other thing. But I don't think any such thing took place. I think when he left the wallet and the phone, he went out there to kill himself in the swamp, and that the father is telling the truth to the FBI. Remember, the FBI is not reporting what the parents are saying. That people are saying, well, the parents are, we're absolutely sure that you helped him. But they don't know that. They don't know that. The parents have been interviewed. And so I do believe that he went out there in the swamp. He knew what he had to do and went out and killed himself. And that when the father said that he said to the son, don't harm yourself, that he went without the phone and the wallet, that he was concerned. There was no master plan. Just because the public wants to believe it, there was no master plan. Nobody went in no camper. Well, they went on a camping trip for 2 or 3 days, brand new camper. That's just bullshit that the public is saying. They got no evidence on those parents. And I think they're being wrongly persecuted. I think the father was telling the truth, that that when he told Brian, don't go harm yourself, that, okay, he knew that he killed Gabby. He likely knew or suspected that he killed Gabby. You know, and so he knew what he was doing when he went without the wallet and the cell phone out to his childhood haunt, you know, a couple miles from the house, that he knew likely what was going to happen. And so he told the authorities I was worried about him, and I told him, don't harm yourself. But the father knew what the bastard was going out there to do. Parents are not complicit in no master plan to set him up in hiding and give him money and all this bullshit. It's pure crap. I think they're being wrongly persecuted.